Nicola is in the latter stages of treatment for alcohol addiction at Tiglin, a faith-based residential treatment centre in Wicklow.
I'm working in the bakery with the Rise coffee shop here in Greystones to dip back in to reality and to life. And reality would have been a thing that was scary to me. Like having a purpose and having like a daily routine, it's a must. It really is, to get up in the morning and know where you're going and what you're doing, and that you're on a timetable. You're not just like floating along like I did in addiction. I found alcohol when I was a teenager, and this was a crutch and helped me with my confidence. It made me feel complete. I could do anything. I was a very dogmatic, argumentative, just not a nice person to be around. Slowly but surely, like people in my group of friends would be approaching me and saying, Nicola, this is a problem. They were very, very good people and good friends, but I lost them because I didn't want to listen. So in latter years, I wouldn't have had any company. I would have been just me and the alcohol. I would have had, a few suicide attempts. My partner lived in Dublin and I lived in Meath. It was the second year of lockdown. He took his own life. I froze my emotions and I didn't want to deal with it. I drank very heavily for, I suppose, the guts of a year and a half before I came into Tiglin. So my main goal for the day would be just to drink. There was no other goal, which is so sad when I say it like that, for a 50-odd-year-old woman. It's just, was that really it? Yeah, it was. Every relapse is worse, you hear that, but believe me, it's true. And it's harder to come back from every one of them. Very hard.
Treatment has really helped Nicola better understand herself and her addiction. Having this insight is key for long-term sobriety.
I always felt different. Nobody ever made me different or made me feel different, and I couldn't, I wouldn't do a blame game, but I always felt that, I felt not good enough. And then when I came to adulthood, I wasn't equipped for reality. I wasn't equipped for life. And I knew that, I'd say deep down. So in order to carry on, I drank, I did the best I could, say in my 20s and my 30s. And then I started to like really not 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 be able to face life.
I'd find when people struggle with that sense of not good enough, I don't feel good enough, it's nearly a disconnect with other people where you feel like you don't belong.
Say in my personal, I had 3 sisters and they all attended college.
Okay.
I didn't.
Yeah.
There was loads of different. They all got married. I didn't.
Right.
They all had children. I didn't.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh. And then I started to limit myself in other areas, that I wasn't intelligent. I couldn't go to college. I couldn't study. I couldn't feel like they felt. They were very, very hurt and traumatized.
Yeah.
And it interfered with their lives, with them growing up, with them having children of their own, with them trying to have careers, and they had to listen and look at all this as well,
Yeah.
And it is selfish because I did not care. The word sorry, you can throw it about, bandy it about, but like they want to see the work, and they want to see you being better and want to see you well and want to see you socializing with family and not ringing up and saying, oh, I can't make it. It's going to be a slow process. I don't expect a red carpet to be thrown out for me or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's going to be have to be built again, and that's the way it is, and acceptance is the game on my part, that I have to accept that that's the way it is.
Yeah.
But not lose sight of that I will again, have restoration with them all.
I can relate so much to Nicola's story, especially how her addiction impacted her family.